Violence that erupted immediately after the Electoral Commission formally endorsed President Kenyatta's re-election last evening spilled into the early morning today. In Raila Odinga's political strongholds, angry opposition supporters poured into the streets of Kibera, Kawangware and Mathare North and in large parts of Nyanza to protest Kenyatta's victory against Odinga, but the demonstrations were dispersed by police in confrontations that the public-funded Rights Commission claims have left scores dead and many more injured.
The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights has established that 24 people have so far lost their lives from the day when we started the polls on August 8th to today. And these deaths can be directly linked to the elections and post-elections environment.
The Kenya National Human Rights Commission accused the police of using excessive force to contain the demonstrations, but police have disputed the figure and insisted only 4 people have died from the resultant chaos. The Inspector General of Police said 3 of those who died were looters who were shot in the act in Homa Bay and Babandogo in Nairobi, while a child was reportedly hit by a stray bullet in Nairobi's Mathare North area.
Security personnel deployed to quell unrest in various parts of the country have been using excessive force, which is unlawful and unacceptable.
Early today in Kibera, which for many years was represented in Parliament by Odinga, smouldering tires barricading roads leading into and out of Kibera, security officers have had a difficult time containing the protests from spilling into Ngong Road and other major highways. Journalists covering the riots in protective gear also landed in trouble, with 2 KTN journalists arrested and police demanding licenses for their gears. The 2 were later released. But the Rights Commission and the police were at least in agreement that a number of the protesters were looters and vandals taking advantage of the chaos.
Our commission notes that it is illegal to destroy property, whether public or private. At the same time, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights reminds the security personnel that they have a primary duty to protect property, and any action contrary to this is unprofessional.
In Kisumu, protesters engaged police in running battles as they stated that they will not accept the outcome of the election. Like in Mathare and Kibera, some of the youth would take cover only to light fires when the police were out of sight. In Homa Bay too, police patrolled the streets as youth engaged them in running battles. Human rights groups as well as religious leaders have called for calm, urging that disputes arising from the election be handled within the confines of the law. For Citizen Weekend, I am Anne Mawade.